Albert Pujols is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He is the machine, and he has forever etched his name in baseball history. But at one point, the machine looked like he was out of commission, and it looked like he had nothing left, and he would leave baseball, but not on his own terms. But his original team gave him a chance to retire with them. And for whatever rhyme or reason, however he did this, he unleashed the Albert Pujols of old and made history. Hi, welcome to the Bright Pinstripes. This is my YouTube channel. It is also a podcast channel. My name is Sam Guzman, and I talk about baseball. Right now, we're in the middle of the off season where nothing is happening. These mini documentaries have been my way to fill the time while nothing really happens. So, while you're here, check out some of my other mini documentaries and check out my podcast. They're pretty good episodes. Like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. And let's get right into this. Albert Pujols was drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals in the 13th round in the 1999 draft. And he would debut in 2001, and he would also become an All-Star and win Rookie of the Year. In his 10-year run with the team, he became a 9-time All-Star, and he would win 3 MVPs. He became a 2-time World Series champion, a 6-time Silver Slugger, a 2-time Gold Glover, win a batting title, and in his last year, win NLCS MVP. And after winning a championship with the St. Louis Cardinals, instead of staying with the team, he'd go on to leave and go on to LA, where he'd sign a 10-year, $240 million deal. And let's just say it didn't work out, just to say the least. From 2012 to 2020, Albert Pujols hit 217 home runs, had 771 RBIs. He hit .257, had an OBP of 312, slugged .448, had an OPS of 761, and an OPS plus of 109. Those stats are impressive, but he was supposed to be the machine. He was supposed to be the all-star. He was supposed to push this team to a championship, and he didn't do that. Albert Pujols was getting up there in age. We knew this. But for the Angels, it felt like they were just throwing money into the fire. And by 2021, that statement would look true, as their big all-star only hit 198 in 2021, had an OBP of 250, had a slugging of 372, an OPS of 622, and his lowest OPS plus ever at 66. It did not look good for Albert. And then, to put the icing on the cake, the Angels cut him. Instead of just keeping him and DHing him, whatever, they just cut him loose. But there was one team that gave him another chance in 2021. And that was the Los Angeles Dodgers. They gave him another chance, and he hit .254 with 12 home runs and 38 RBIs. It was a better season than it should have been for Albert. But he pushed through, and he had a couple home runs along the way, and the Dodgers wouldn't re-sign him. But there was one team that gave him one last chance in 2022, and that was the St. Louis Cardinals. You see, everyone saw the writing on the wall for Albert. A lot of people thought he should have retired if he didn't want to. He should. You should retire. You made your money. You're great. You're a Hall of Famer. Just sail off into the sunset. But Albert knew that he had one more run left in him. And so, that one last team that he signed with would be the St. Louis Cardinals. as they would give him one last ride with his first team. And he'd be able to see his old buddies again, Yadier Molina and Adam Wainwright. So, though he was not in his prime, all eyes were on him because through his illustrious career, Albert Pujols loved to hit home runs. And now he was only 21 away from 700. But Albert would say that this was his last season. So, in order to get to 700, he would have to hit 21 home runs. Well, I mean, this shouldn't be a problem. Albert Pujols is a power hitter. He likes to hit home runs. I mean, this should be simple. Well, it wasn't so simple, because this looked more like a dream, as Pujols was not performing, and it almost ended his career early, because from March of 2022 to July, Pujols had played in 58 games. He hit .235, only had 7 home runs, 18 RBIs, an OBP of .314, slugged .410, had an OPS of .740. The stats were on par for what a guy would be doing at his age. I mean, this is good. I mean, hey, you know, you're in your 40s and you're doing this. I mean, congrats. But most fans knew that if this is the Pujols we're going to see for the rest of the season, he's never going to get to 700, which was a sad thing to see. Such a great player at the edge of greatness, and he doesn't get to his achievement. Now, if you watched my last mini documentary on the 2017 Yankees, I talked about momentum and how big it is in baseball. Momentum can change a season, a year, a career. And for Albert Pujols, his momentum was the All-Star break. You see, Albert Pujols being in his last year, knowing that he's retiring, the MLB was a little nice to him, putting him in the Home Run Derby and making him a special guest for the All-Star game. In the Home Run Derby, he'd go on to the second round, where he would later be eliminated. But like I said before, the MLB would show him a sign of respect and put him on the NL All-Star team. And then, once the festivities were over, Albert Pujols was gone, and the machine was back in command.
Albert hits it out to deep left. It's at the wall. Gone! Albert Pujols, in a game in which he is tied. Ty Cobb is back at the ballpark in which he had his first ever major league hit. Decades later, he's going deep. Albert Pujols, 687 career homers.
Watched him over the years, and you know, I think a lot of people.
Albert hits it down the left field line. Big back land, a blast. The first pitch to him. Albert into deep left center. Oh my goodness! Way out of here. 3-run bomb. His second of the day. 689.
Higher ERAs are struggling, just not being able to throw that first pitch for a strike.
Albert hits it out to deep left. It is gone. It's a grand slam. 690 off the bench. Pujols pitch hit grand slam. And the first pitch. Albert launches one deep left center. It's at the wall. Gone. 691. home runs. A historic home run. The 449th different pitcher he's hit a home run against. And Pujols hits it out to deep left. At the wall. Gone. 693. 693 home runs. A historic home run. The 449th different pitcher he's hit a home run against. He's tied with Bonds, first all time. Also his 30th
mission. As from August to September 23rd, Albert Pujols hit 14 home runs, 34 RBIs, hit 306, an OBP of 372. He slugged 694, had an OPS of 1.066, and at one point his OPS was so high that the only man that he was behind was the 2022 MVP, Aaron Judge. So, he is now reviving the dream. 700 home runs. It's September 24th, and we're at Dodger Stadium. He's 2 swings away. He can do it. His time is now.
He drives this one. It's deep to left. And that is 699 for Albert Pujols. A no-doubter puts Pujols 1 home run away from 700.
And so scratch that. He is now 1 swing away. And I just have some sneaky suspicion. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna hit 2 today. I don't know. But let's watch. Let's watch Albert Pujols etch his name in MLB history.
Pujols sends one in the air. It's deep to left. Taylor's back at the wall. It's 700. Albert Pujols has joined the 700 home run club.
So he did it. 700 home runs. All the hard work, all the doubt, everyone saying that he's not going to do it, he's too old. And I'll admit, I was one of them. He did it. What an achievement. And for those who thought he was too old, well, he tacked on 3 more that season, putting him at 703. What an achievement, and what a player. The Cardinals would go on to the playoffs, but they get eliminated in the wild card, ending the careers of Albert Pujols and Yadier Molina. But what a way to go out for Albert. Albert Pujols always had his name etched in history, from the championships to the MVPs. He was always a great player. He confirmed that after 2011, and it was more than likely that Albert would go into the Hall of Fame. But then, obviously, with the Angel situation and him declining, obviously people got lost in that, and we lost the sight for Albert. We lost sight of him, and we said he's old now. No good. And then he revived himself for history. He was always a first ballot Hall of Famer, but we just needed a little bit of a reminder what classic Pujols looked like. And he did that this year. No doubt in my mind that Albert will go in first ballot. No doubt in my mind. I wish him the best in his retirement, and I applaud him for what he did. Not many would have done what he did. They would have just said, I'm going to hang it up. I'm too old. Why am I going to keep chasing it? Albert said, I don't care if I get it. I'm retiring after this season. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. But boy, he got it. And it's insane. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And thank you for the support. I love doing this. Can't believe I am doing this. But thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Share this with everybody. Really want to expand this year. I feel like this could be my year to break out, hoping that I can, and just hoping for the best this year. So, yep, like and subscribe, and have a nice day. And as always, peace.